Nashville, Tennessee. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Vanderbilt Commodores. We stay with State Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, Coach DeBoer told me pregame, they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense to go on the attack first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year. Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're
gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They just keep firing. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Hands it off. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. The Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Moving the pocket, it's Curtis. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. It is is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break. On the scoring, it's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So Alabama's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. Big day in his last game, over 150 yards on the ground and a score.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Takes a handoff, it's Corwell. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing Russell. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Got it, looking for the 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keelan Russell. Rushes on. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Curtis. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. Powers inside. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good idea.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Russell. Left side, it's Morgan. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The short hands, it's Scott. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Piles his way ahead. There's some room. He's at the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Throwing Russell. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. The unproductive first down completion now brings up 2nd and long. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown time! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots. Need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide left, it's Dixon. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On the ground, it's Newberry. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Curtis. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dixon. Good. set up at the 41. The Commodores go back to work after moving the chains.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake, easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Gets rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for a few. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. In the backfield, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Drops back. It's Curtis. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tough run here. It's Newberry. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Connor. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Looking for a crease to the left. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keelan Russell. Between the hashes, it's Edwards. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. physicality. Offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Russell on play action. Comes down, it's Edwards. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. There he goes. Past the 30. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Crowell. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Russell. Complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bama! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll... back, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Left side is Connor. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line. And getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that, dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
And the Commodores in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back.
What a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the marker. The Commodores back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to pass. It's Curtis. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Commodores, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, it's Crowell. Got enough for the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down here for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. They go play action with Russell. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Throwing Russell. Look out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. Big spread. They will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no... where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. RPO. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Quick completion to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Commodores will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Now on second down. Back to pass, it's Curtis. Lets it fly. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Rush right in his face. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
Now,
just steamrolling the defense. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
defensively, you know they're going to run it. You know they're going to try to create some space offensively and just try to run out of the goal line. So that's a frustrating one that hurts because the run game comes downhill. He gets a big gain, and now out of the own end zone. Now no safety to worry about. You can pass, you can run, the whole playbook at your disposal.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Oh, pressure's coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Curtis. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. 2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Keelan Russell. Going to take a shot. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. From the gun, across the 45, makes the tackle. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Russell. They're all over him. And they got it. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 14 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Boilermakers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And did this group ever need that? The first win on the year, they're now 1-4. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back to your game in Nashville. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Russell, buying a little time to his left. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To throw, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Brooks.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Still on his feet at the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He'll be down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look, thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Throwing Russell. Got his man. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Steamrolls his way ahead. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Looking for room. It's Crowell. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Moving out to the right. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick. Nice.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Caught behind the line. It's Newberry. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Got his man. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Curtis. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Alabama! How about this defense taking one back to the house? How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And the Commodores want to crank the tempo.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
On third down, he drops the throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from them.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Trying to establish the run. Pull to the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Got some green grass. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. Give him 96 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Russell on play action. Still looking to his right. Got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Out wide left, it's Rodgers. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Barrels ahead. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Curtis. He's going for the big play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Late hit, moves the ball up 15 yards. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Left side is Connor. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The fake wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Dixon. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this 2nd half.
They'll try the right side. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying the run, it's Newberry. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fresh set of downs going to the air. The throw. Right side, it's Thomas. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Wants to throw. It's Curtis. Rushes on. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the boot, looking for his man. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and It looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it and still on his feet. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over. Down's just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Hits inside. It's Crowell. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. The ride. Turning it on. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Follows his blocks. It's Hill. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Russell. Out wide right, it's Morgan. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to it.
Later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Keelan Russell. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Rodgers. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Russell. The quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. That is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Hits the hole. It's Hill. There's a creep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. On the move. Powers through the defender.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Look out! Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Hand it to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Rush right in his face. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touchdown Tide! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a high than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Scanning the field, it's Curtis. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking outside, it's Newberry. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Got it. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. The give. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports.